Sammy Baugh, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the debacle of the game between the Redskins and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Los Angeles Superchargers.
And today's game versus the Cardinals. This is much more live with Aaron and John. Yo, what's up, John?
What's up, dude?
Excellent. Welcome, everybody. Harry Hog Football, episode number 443, I believe. You guys, I'm sure, thought that we would not get this podcast in, but no, dudes.
And we still haven't. Yeah, we have to finish it up.
We got to finish it up. Anyway, I think we're live on YouTube right at this time. So tell your friends. And I ran up here so fast, I meant to put my Redskins hat on, and it looks like I got the wrong one. So let's ditch
I was wondering
this.
what did it say? Samtio?
Sam Tech. It's a company that we've been working with at my business.
Ah, Samtech.
We didn't mean to give them an advertisement or anything. But anyway, welcome to the podcast. Just real quick, because if you notice in the corner of the podcast, we have a countdown timer till 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Game time.
32 minutes till.
And I don't know. Do you have the chat room up? I don't know if anyone's in there or not. But yeah. So last week, what do we want to talk about real quick?
The Redskins suck.
Yes.
Hey, we got a couple people in here. Glass Hand Studio is in. B&G Buns just came in and said, "Where's Josh?"
Of course. And let me see if I can go to the chat room there. Yeah, so about that game. I don't really want to dive into it because this is the time we're supposed to be like cheerful and thankful and things like that.
Yeah. And I mean, you had a good day so far today because you were out there like ringing your bells all over New Albany, I imagine.
Yes, I was. I am in the bell choir, and we perform for various nursing homes and things like that around Christmas time. A lot of people don't know that about me. It's kind of the softer side.
Don't know that about me.
I play handbells. There it is. It's out there. Anyway.
You've mentioned it on here like half a dozen times.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I had 3 concerts this morning. It's only 12 o'clock. All right.
Concerts. That's because all the old people are up in the morning. All the old people are in bed by nighttime.
Yeah. But now it's time to shift gears into football.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk a little bit about this game. A little teeny bit. Can I ask one question? I just want to bring up one major point because we know how bad it was. First, 2 major points. First of all, after the week before where I gave tons of accolades to Kirk Cousins for his play regardless of how bad Nitschke was playing.
Yeah.
And everything like that. This week, I can't say the same. He had some pretty errant throws in this game.
He had some terrible throws.
Like really terrible throws.
Yeah.
And I wanted to point that out to you guys. And dudes in the chat, feel free to weigh in, especially Glass Hand Studios, who I know watched the game and has comments on it. And but anyway, if you guys want to weigh in on that. And the second thing that I wanted to bring up is Josh Norman.
What the hey?
And I have a question I have 2 theories that I wanted to see how people weighed in on this. One, I've seen some articles this week that is Josh Norman regressing in his play? But my question is, was he just overhyped to begin with? Because he's getting burnt consistently.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to think about that a lot because he had some games like against Dez Bryant last year that seemed to be good. But at the same time, I don't know. He's not Darryl Green.
Oh, my goodness. Don't even blaspheme like that.
Exactly. He's not even in the same category. Like if Darrell Green's an A+, he's like a B minus, maybe, yeah,
A C.
I think so.
I think he's
Maybe
a C. Oh yeah, I'm glad.
I meant
B&G
B minus at his best. Right now, he's like a D.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I think teams at the beginning of the season, teams were like buying into the hype and not really throwing Josh Norman's way that much. I know I haven't looked at the stats. I'm sure B&G Buns has. But it seemed to me, just observing, not looking at stats, that teams kind of shied away from throwing it his way.
Yeah.
But in the last, especially 2 or 3 weeks, it was very evident, like you said, during the Cowboys game, but it was also evident last week against the Chargers. People are going downfield against Norman, and they're having success.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, it's like every week that you're seeing it now. I don't know if he's regressing or, like you said, he's just overhyped. Maybe he's had so many games where he hasn't been thrown at, he's gotten slack. Yeah, it might also be because he broke his rib earlier this year, and that can slow you down as well.
That's a good point. So how much of it is overhype? How much of it is injury?
Yeah.
How much of it is just, I don't know. Anyone in the live Alamo City Live Music is saying he's losing his love and passion. I don't know. I'm not there. But
DJ Swearinger has been calling out people, and I think he's calling out people like Breland who probably aren't exactly working out and getting the commitment to the team that someone like Swearinger is. And Breland's not going to be back next year, so he doesn't really care. But I think things like that are what he's been talking about. And he's probably talking about Josh Norman as well because, well, he's kind of sucked.
In this game, or last week against Chargers, didn't Josh Norman have like not Josh Norman. Breland have like 2 pass interference?
I don't remember. He had 1 in this game. He had 2 in the game before. It may have been more than 1 in this game. I really don't know.
I think he said
it was a week ago, dude. I'm way too old for that.
I know. I think in 2 straight weeks he's had at least 1 pass interference call. The dude caught it anyway. If you're gonna
touchdown. If
you're gonna interfere.
Yeah, if you're gonna interfere, don't half-ass interfere somebody. If you're gonna interfere with them, interfere with them. And do what you got to do.
And on that one play that Josh Norman had where he got the face mask, I looked at that and didn't really know if I blamed him because there was no one else over there if that guy got past Norman. Remember that play? And he pulled. I don't know if I would have pulled him down by the face mask, but he had to do what he had to do to prevent that touchdown. But other plays, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I will point out at this time of Christmas, and people that are actually watching or listening to this podcast, these are true Redskins fans we're at here now. I've seen a lot of talk on Twitter about I'm going to do something else. I'm not even going to watch the game. I haven't seen this team, unlike the game that you and I were at against the Buccaneers a few years ago. I haven't seen these guys quit on the field. No, I don't.
Well, a lot of the players last week were just a little bit lackadaisical. I don't believe anybody was quitting, but I mean, this weekend, in about half an hour against the Cardinals,
we'll find out.
Apparently the Redskins thought their stadium is going to be rocking today.
No.
Well, I think they said that because, Cardinals have very similar jerseys to the Redskins, so if they, the whole stadium's going to look like it's Redskins fans, even though it's not.
I do want to call out some people that have been on Twitter, like some diehard fans. Our good pal Tailgate Ted, who runs the Hail BBQ, which is an awesome spread if you're at the stadium. He's there. If you guys visit him and have an awesome spread before the game, that would be awesome. But he's there talking about how he can barely walk. He's there representing. He apparently has a back injury. So,
right.
As Jay Gruden would say, hats off to Tailgate Ted and his gang out there.
Hats off to Tailgate Ted and his gang.
They're just better prepared than we are. So
you got that right.
I also met a dude on Twitter kind of. I guess I don't know if meeting is the proper word. Darnell, and he's talking about Redskins family and trying to keep it positive this time of year, which is good. And it kind of brings up the debate, that Redskins fans have. Do you want them to lose out so we get better picks and clear house of the people that aren't doing their jobs? Or do you want them to win these games? And I think Redskins fans are conflicted based on whether or not you're looking at the short term versus long term. When you're in the game, you want them to freaking win.
Yeah, if you go to the stadium to watch a game, you want them to win, period.
Or if you're just watching it in general.
Oh yeah. But I mean, if you've invested time and money and whatnot to go to a game at the actual stadium, you want them to win.
Yeah. Exactly. So. But if you're looking at the long term, you're like, well, maybe we get more out of this.
Yeah.
Jay Gruden this week did say how he's able to see all these. The good side of, sucking and all these injuries is the fact that we're seeing some of these younger dudes that are getting playing time, which could be beneficial in the future.
Which could be, yeah.
Either by giving us some more trade value for them if they're not going to actually play for us, or, getting them experience so they will.
Yeah.
And one other thing I wanted to mention before we do our games and kicks and go settle in to watch this game against the Cardinals is that, dang, I just forgot it mid-thought, dude. That's how old I'm getting. Oh, yeah. Alamo City, B&G Buns brings it up. Cravens. Did you see this week that he was cleared to play or something?
He's cleared to play because he said he wants to play again.
I thought he was cleared to play like way back in the day, and now...
He's cleared to play for a long time, but he's cleared himself to come back and play for next year.
Okay,
what the crap is that? You trade him.
Yeah.
You trade him 100%. He quit on the team for the entire year. You trade him, period. I don't care if he's going to be a superstar. You trade him.
And now he's...
You don't let a guy like that into your dressing room.
Yeah, traitor. And he's a... He's trying to screw us even more. So first of all, we got screwed by him because he told us that he wasn't going to play like the day before or the day after final cuts, right? So we could have kept another dude. And second of all, now he's trying to come back and say he wants to play, and we probably won't even get a compensatory pick for him if he does. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, that's a good point. That's a really good point. That just makes it suck even more.
Yeah. So I don't know what to say about that dude, but let's just say I'm not keen on him.
No, get rid of him. We don't want that guy.
Yeah.
We suck, but, I mean, we can get something if we get a pick or something, or for either from the league or from a team that wants to trade for him. Trade him to the Raiders.
I would much rather have a dude that has, half the talent but twice the attitude, or good attitude, than that dude.
That just makes me so mad to hear that he's just like, oh, now I want to play.
Yeah. Anyway, one more thing before we give our games and kicks. The kicker situation. Did you hear about this? Who our kicker is now? Dustin Hopkins again, and we just totally cut Nick Rose. Like,
what?
He came in and helped us out, and now he's just out on his butt. Yeah, he's cut, and Dustin Hopkins is back. And I'm like, why would you do that? Just let Hopkins sit out the rest of the year and let them go into preseason and have a, competition. That's not cool for that Nick Rose dude.
I guess.
I don't think it's cool.
I don't think I would have brought Dustin Hopkins back. I would have made him stay on IR for the rest of the year and let Nick Rhodes prove himself. I think you're right. And then they can go head-to-head in a training camp next year and see who's better.
Yeah, I mean, it lets Nick Rose. It's not like we're going to the playoffs and he's been missing tons of kicks. Let him finish it out.
Yeah, he sounds like he's at least average compared to other kickers. I don't know. Maybe he's got a really bad attitude.
Or let him finish out the season and then try to trade him. I don't know.
I know, right? Maybe we can get something. Maybe we can get a 7th-round pick for him.
See what we can get for him, in the words of Danny. One of our first earliest listeners that started tuning in when he was about 10, and now he's like in his mid to late 20s. Oh, man. Anyway. All right, so we're at less than 20 minutes to kick.
Yep.
You want to go in our games?
Yep.
kicks, and then maybe
Yep.
talk about the inactives. I don't even know what they are at this point.
I don't either.
I'm sure BNG Buns will text in on the chat. Before we go further, though, I wanted to thank our benevolent sponsor, Desmond C. Lee.
Oh, yeah.
You can reach him at Desmond C. Lee 2 on Twitter. And he'll be tweeting all during this game, believe me. So make sure you follow him. Anyone who hasn't tuned in to our video podcast, you can see us live. We try to tweet that out when we're about to do it on YouTube every week. And you can always go there and watch the archived podcast too if you want. And of course, you can get our normal podcasts in the normal channels.
Oh, dude, did they just re-sign Dustin Hopkins today?
I don't know if it was today. I just saw news. I think I saw it last night or yesterday that he was.
Oh, okay.
He was
I thought
back on the squad.
this sounded like it would have been like on Tuesday or something like that. So I was like, how did I miss that?
Yeah, I think it was very recent.
It was yesterday. Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
Anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
there we go.
So so let's go ahead and go into the.
And now, the coveted and ever-elusive Game Ball Award.
Game Ball Award, brought to you by nobody. Go ahead, John.
I have no game ball.
I have no game ball either, so that was that was a quick segment.
All right.
Does anyone out in the live chat have a game ball? Anyone? Anyone?
Anybody? Anybody?
Bueller? Bueller? Nobody?
Eh.
All right, so there's absolutely no game balls to give for this week, as we're keeping it positive.
As we're keeping it positive.
I'm gonna give. Oh, all right. So while we're on this whole situation, or no, let's just go into the kicks first. And then
Yeah,
I'll
I was
bring
about
up-
to say, I haven't even heard the music yet.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
Kicking the Balls Award, brought to you by Ridapoo.
Yeah.
You have one?
My kick in the
Wait,
balls.
wait. We
goes-
only have 16 minutes. So
All right. My kick in the balls. It's got to go to Nick Young because he missed an extra point and then he got caught.
Nick Rose.
Bit by a shark on the face. Yeah.
Nick Rose.
Sorry, dude. That's the life of a kicker for you. I'm actually going to give mine to Bashar Breeland. And some of you may be saying, but he had a pick six in the game. He did. And then he celebrated by doing a Lambeau leap at the Chargers soccer field in Carson City. Like it was about the worst celebration next to Randy Moss pretending to drop his pants a few years ago that I've seen in a long time. I was just like, and you jumped in the stands to celebrate what? The fact that you had something good in this awful, awful game. That's fantastic. He sucks.
Okay, and my kick in the balls award is going to go to the opposite corner. Josh Norman for getting burnt badly
On everything.
again. And I still think he has 0 interceptions for the season. And like maybe a few pass defenses. Rabbit Rads would know. Anyway,
Alamo City said Jay Gruden.
for lying about not playing checkers all week when we know that he really did. We didn't play checkers all week.
No, dude, my kick in the balls is going to Su'a Cravens for acting like his ass wants to come back this week.
Can I get a big cut?
That's like the biggest cut move I've heard in a long time. Everything's a big cut move. Cut! 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 Cut!
You are a loser, sir.
Cut!
Cut.
Cut!
All right. Any other? Sua Cravens, B&G Buns.
Yeah, Su'a Cravens is the one to do.
Chris J in the UK. Norman for getting burnt.
There you go.
And anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else?
Yeah.
We just got demolished, dude. This is at least 3 games this year where I feel like we've just gotten completely demolished. And some of it is injuries, and we know who to blame for that. Do we need to bring it back up? Little Deuce Juice? You don't know what I got. Oh, real quick, dudes. We're talking about Christmas on the podcast. Look what my good friend John Adams sent me.
The stylophone.
This, folks, is called the stylophone, and you don't have to be a musician to play it, and this is how it works. I'm going to learn how to play this and start playing some kicking tunes on the podcast. You, like, turn it on, and then you take this little stylus. Maybe I'll make up a song to play during our precarious predictions next year.
You can play "Hail to the Redskins" on that.
Oh, here it has vibrato too. Thank you, everybody.
The stylophone.
And welcome to... Hey, if we win out, let's keep this positive. If we win out, we will not have a losing season. Am I right?
We win out, we will end 8-8.
Is that the second year in a row, or do we have a tie or something last year?
We had a tie last year.
Tie's better than loss. A tie is better than loss.
We had a tie at a soccer stadium in London. Fantastic.
Okay, let me see here. The other thing I wanted to bring out. Who did we put on IR this week?
Oh, Chris J in the UK said it's going to be there for next week's game. I guess, who we playing next week? In that last game?
Crickets, dude.
I can't even
remember. Is it the Giants?
Giants are the last, but we're playing at Giants.
Dude, I don't even know who we're playing next week. Chris J. Unfortunately, I will not be there to be able to hang out with you. But I want to reiterate this. Since you're coming all the way from the other country, go to hailbbq.com and get yourself a ticket to their tailgate party. It's amazing. Amazing. Food, unlimited food. You don't have to bring anything. A lot of cool Redskins fans to hang out with. And
I ate a hamburger with Krispy Kreme donuts as the bun.
Dude,
last time we were there. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Those guys, Tailgate Ted, just go on their website and you got to pre-register. hailbbq.com. Can't say enough about those guys. True Redskins fans.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris J said Denver.
Oh, yeah, Denver. Crickets.
Yeah, geez, that's good. That's another game. We might win. It depends on which team is going to suck less. Today, next week, and especially at the Ghettolands on that last day. Oh, that's going to just be...
Okay, so apparently
I mean, those guys are going to be like, warm up the bus before the game even starts, and they weren't going to be talking about one team and the other. It's going to be warm up the bus for everybody. Get in your car, get your flip-flops on, and go on vacation.
Sweet. He says Chris J's already sorted out with Tailgate Ted. Yeah, it's awesome, dude. You'll love it. I wish I could be there to party with you. But
absolutely
can't.
But
I'm going to be visiting my mom in... Will I be visiting my mom on that day?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway. This is what I want to say about the Jordan Reed going to the IR situation.
I called it.
We should have traded him.
Should have traded him.
His trade value is going so far down. If we could have traded him when that stock was high, we could have got someone that's not injury prone.
We could have gotten something.
Yeah. We could have seen what we could have got for him, and it would have been pretty good.
We could have gotten a year of Doritos.
Yeah.
Guys in the locker room probably eat a lot of Doritos. I don't know. I mean, it might as well, because what's he doing right now? Nothing. What's a year of Doritos going to do? That's going to fill you up.
What about did anyone else go to the IR, like Trent Williams, or is he still playing?
No, he's out. He is out today. He was the last minute scratch.
Oh my goodness. Does that mean
Zach Brown is also out? Oh, dude, yeah, we got Licorice. He's the only one on the offensive line other than Kyle Callis.
Dude, we don't have Licorice. We haven't had him in years. We got Ray Nitschke playing. Wait, no, not Ray Nitschke.
Yeah, both of us. God.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. And trust me, I have not had a drop of alcohol.
Yeah, no lie. I'm like down in water, and that's about it.
Dude, we might have Catalina.
Ugh.
Catalina, Inseki, and who's at center? Come on, guys, real quick. We got a few minutes left before game time. Give me the offensive line, the starting lineup. Is it Inseki? And who's playing center? Is Rollier?
It's got to be Nitschke. Hopefully Roulier will be in, but he's got his hand issue.
Is Kirk Cousins playing?
For Laval because he's got a stinger.
Is Kirk Cousins playing?
Kirk Cousins is playing.
Oh,
Monte Nicholson's also out. I don't know what hit him in the head so hard, but that's a long sustained concussion there.
I hate to tell you this, but this could be very ugly today. Let's hope not. Let's stay positive. Let's go team. Let's hail to the Redskins.
Man, nice. Yeah. Stay positive.
Let's pull out a victory somehow. Oh, I did want to point out, though, that one of my favorite receivers that doesn't play for the Redskins, Larry Fitzgerald, is very close to breaking a record today. So since he's playing the Redskins, it'll probably happen in this game.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you know it'll happen.
I think he's going to go, like, third all-time on the receiver list? I don't know what it is. Some stat that they're going to announce and be like, the last time Larry Fitzgerald had 200 yards receiving was against the Redskins the last time they played, or something like that. Oh, my goodness.
That's how it goes every week, where you're just like, here's a stat for you. This hasn't happened in a long time. But now, thanks to the Redskins, every week, it's as cut and dry with the Redskins as being able to run down the middle, throw the tight ends down the middle, throw on Norman.
Yeah.
Run over Nitschke.
To end this on a positive note, though, like I really want to.
Yeah, we want positive.
Here's a positive note.
Yeah.
Dan Snyder, for Christmas, has given or let's just say the holidays, because anyway.
I was about to say because Dan Snyder's Jewish. Yes, dude.
For some holiday, for the holiday season, Dan Snyder has given the players a gift they've been asking for all season, and that's new grass. Apparently, the field looks pretty good today. So, Chris J in the UK, you're going to be in for a treat to see some nice turf maybe next week. Is that a good positive note to end this on, and like we can go settle in and watch this game?
It is, because our grass looked so horrible last home game. Then yes, yeah.
We're gonna end it on that, dudes.
Crank it up.
We're gonna totally end it on that. With that being said, I'd like to give a shout out to everybody on Twitter, including Desmond C. Lee. If you haven't subscribed to our podcast on YouTube, please do so we can get our own URL. We thought we had it.
88 subscribers, dude. 88.
Hopefully the Redskins will go out there and get a victory today.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. If not, we'll talk to you guys. Well, even if so, we'll talk to you guys next week.
At some point, we'll talk to you guys next week. Check us out online. Harry Hogg on Twitter. HARRY. Check us out on our website. Check out Desmond C. Lee, too, on Twitter as well.
Yep. And hail to the Redskins. If you see a Cowboys fan, you know what to do. Joke 'em! Bye.